This is Bukya Krishna, rule number 20951 A2130, Institute of Aeronautical Engineering, Dundigal, branch Aeronautical Engineering. So today I want to discuss about internal treatment methods of chemistry. Internal water treatment. Internal treatment is a conditioning of impurities within the boiler system. Its purpose is to properly react with the feed water hardness, condition sludge, scavenge oxygen, and prevent boiler water foaming. External treatment. The water treatment facilities purify and deaerate makeup water or feed water. The treatment and conditioning of boiler water, feed water must satisfy three main objectives: continuous heat exchange, corrosion protection, production of high quality steam. External treatment is the reduction or removal of impurities from water outside the boiler. In general, external treatment is used when the amount of one or more of the feed water impurities is too high to be tolerated by the boiler system in question. There are many types of external treatment which can be used to tailor make feed water for a particular system. Internal treatment is the conditioning of impurities within the boiler system. The reactions occur either in the feed lines or in the boiler proper. Internal treatment may be used alone in or in the conjunction with external treatment. Its purpose is to properly react with the feed water hardness, condition sludge, scavenge oxygen, and prevent boiler water foaming. Internal treatment can constitute the unique treatment when boilers operate at low or moderate pressure. When large amounts of condensed steam are used for feed water or when good quality raw water is available. The purpose of an internal treatment is to react with any feed water hardness and prevent it from precipitating on the boiler metal as scale. Condition any suspended matter such as hardness sludge or iron oxide in the boiler and make it non-adherent to the boiler metal. Provide anti-foam protection to allow a reasonable concentration of dissolved and suspended solids in the boiler water without foam carry over. Eliminate oxygen from the water and provide enough alkalinity to prevent boiler corrosion. In addition, as supplementary measures as internal treatment should prevent corrosion and scaling of the feed water system and protect against corrosion in the steam condensate systems. During the conditioning process, which is an essential complement to the water treatment program, specific doses of conditioning products are added to the water. The commonly used products are phosphate dispersants, polyphosphate dispersants, softening chemicals. Reacting with the alkalinity of boiler water, these products neutralize the hardness of water by forming tricalcium phosphate, and insoluble compound that can be disposed and blow down on a continuous basis or periodically through the bottom of the boiler. Natural and synthetic dispersants, anti-scaling agents, increase the dispersive properties of the conditioning products. They can be natural polymers, lignosulfonates, tannins, synthetic polymers, polyacrylates, maleic acrylate copolymer, maleic styrene copolymer, polystyrene sulfonates, etc. Sequestrizing agents such as inorganic phosphates which act as inhibitors and implement a threshold effect. Oxygen scavengers, sodium sulfite, tannins, hydrazine, hydroquinone, hydroxylamine derivatives, hydroxylamine derivatives, ascorbic acid derivatives, etc. These scavengers, catalyzed or not, reduce the oxides and dissolved oxygen. Most also passivate metal surfaces. The choice of product and the dose required will depend on whether a deaerating heater is used. Anti-foaming or anti-priming agents, mixture of surface active agents that modify the surface tension of a liquid, remove foam, and prevent the carryover of fine water particles in the stream. There are two general approaches to conditioning sludge inside a boiler: by coagulation or dispersion. When the total amount of sludge is high, it is better to coagulate the sludge to form large flocculent particles. This can be removed by blowdown. The coagulation can be obtained by careful adjustment of the amounts of alkalis, phosphates, and organics used for treatment based on the fee water analysis. When the amount of sludge is not high, it is preferable to use a higher percentage of phosphates in the treatment. Phosphates form separated sludge particles. A higher percentage of organic sludge dispersants is used in the treatment to keep the sludge particles dispersed throughout the boiler water. The materials used for conditioning sludge include the various organic materials of the tannin, lignin, and alignate, classes. It is important that these organics are selected and processed so that they are both effective and stand stable at the boiler operating pressure. Certain synthetic organic materials are used as antifoam agents. The chemicals used to scavenge oxygen include sodium sulfite and the hydrazine. Various combinations of polysulfates and organics are used for preventing scale and corrosion in the feed water systems. Volatile neutralizing amines and filming inhibitors are used to preventing condensate corrosion. Common internal chemical feeding methods include the use of chemical solution tanks and proportionating pumps or special ball beaded chemical feeders. In general, softening chemicals are added directly to the feed water at a point near the entrance to the boiler drum. They may also be fed through a separate line discharging in the feed water drum of the boiler. The chemicals should discharge in the feed water section of the boiler so that the reactions occur in the water before it enters the steam generating area. Softening chemicals may be added continuously or intermittently depending on feed water hardiness and other factors. Chemicals added to react with dissolved oxygen and chemicals used to prevent scale and corrosion in the feed water system should be fed in the feed water system as continuously as possible. Chemicals used to prevent condensate system corrosion may be fed directly to the steam or into the feed water system. Depending on the specific chemical used, continuous feeding is preferred but intermittent application will suffice in some cases. Thank you.